what is up guys, my name is Oleg, this is Bond. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel and like the content, hey, why not subscribe? You'll be joining a community of really awesome people. In today's video, I'm going to do a full review of Phoibos Eagle Ray. I did an unboxing of this watch and now it's time to do a full review after spending about 3 to 4 weeks with this watch. I think I have a pretty good understanding of what this watch is all about. Now this is the most expensive Phoibos so far, and in my opinion, it's the best one yet. So let's get into the review. Phoibos Eagle Ray PY017B. Let's start this review as always by looking at the basic dimensions. We have a diameter of 41 millimeters, a lug-to-lug width of 46.5 millimeters, a lug width of 20 millimeters, and the thickness of 13 millimeters. So the dimensions on this watch I really do like. I like that 41 millimeter case. In fact, in my opinion, this watch wears smaller than 41 millimeters. I think it wears more like a 40 than a 41, largely due to the shape of this case. So we have an all stainless steel case, brushing on top as well as on the sides. We do have a bit of a bevel here on the lugs, and it kind of reaches all the way around the case. Same thing on this side. It's done really well. I think this is the best finished watch that I've seen for under $400, maybe under $500. Just my personal opinion, but I think it's done incredibly well. Maybe they used even a better quality steel. I don't know what it is, but it just looks really good. It looks really expensive. The finishes on this watch are one of my favorite things about this watch, and I rarely talk about the finishes on the case in detail all that much, but I think this one here is just done so well. It's such a strong feature of this watch that it'd be a shame not to point it out and not to compliment Phoibos on the finishes of this case. We also have a domed sapphire crystal. Complements the overall look of the watch really well. I also like how it fits very flushly with the bezel. It kind of makes it look almost as if it's not separate, as if it's one piece kind of continued. The bezel action is fantastic. If you watched the unboxing video for this watch, you know that I really enjoyed the bezel action. It's very clicky, just the perfect amount of resistance, doesn't have any backplay whatsoever. It is of course a ceramic bezel insert, and the grip on it, kind of this saw pattern of the bezel, makes it very easy to turn. There's plenty of grip, and of course the bezel does align properly. The bezel is black, however in different lighting conditions it looks almost gray. A lot of ceramic bezels do that, this one here being no exception. I really like how that plays with the light, and it complements really nicely this blue dial. So the dial is done kind of in a gradient pattern. The blue dial is in the center, and it kind of gradually turns into black on the outer edges. And where the minute running track is, I think it makes the minute running track stand out a lot more, makes the hour marks stand out more, because it has that strong contrast between the white lume, the white hour marks, and the black on the dial. So this is the model PY017B. There is also a different blue dial gradient version available. It kind of goes from blue to black vertically. I prefer this version over that, but I think both of them look awesome. There's also a third version available. That one just has kind of a vintage look to it. It has a falsely aged lume. Looks kind of cool, but I think it doesn't do this design justice. I think if you are buying one of these watches, go for the blue dial, because it just makes the watch look awesome. While we're on the subject of the dial, we have these syringe style hands for the minute and the hour, lollipop on the seconds hand. We also have the date by the 6 o'clock. I like that it is a black date window with the white font. Some people pointed out that they would prefer a white date window with the black font. I think this works better for this design. However, design is subjective, so maybe you would prefer the other way around. Not a lot of writing on this dial, very simplistic. We just have the Phoibos logo by 12 o'clock and automatic and 300 meters written by the 6 o'clock, and that's about it. All applied marks for the hours. A lot of lume, fantastic lume in fact on this watch. The ceramic bezel is also lumed. Let me pop a lume shot on the screen right now. Yeah, it's fantastic. It lasts for a long time and it looks really, really good. We have a screw down case back with the Phoibos logo laser printed or laser etched in. Looks really cool, nice touch, whole bunch of writing here. Phoibos, automatic, sapphire crystal, all that kind of stuff. We also have the crown at the 3 o'clock. Interestingly, the crown is not signed with the Phoibos logo, it's signed with this kind of wave pattern. Kind of cool. Makes the watch a little bit different, a little bit unique. However, I do have a negative with this crown. And it's the fact that the crown, in my opinion, is undersized for this watch. It's not difficult to operate. In fact, it's very satisfying to operate. It feels solid, feels smooth. I complimented Phoibos watches on their crown action before. However, it is a bit undersized. I think it looks too tiny with this watch design. I wish it was slightly larger. I think it would make the overall look and the design of the watch a bit stronger. Just my personal preference. The watch is powered by Miyota 9015 movement, hacking, hand winding, height beat movement, 28,800 vibrations per hour. As you can see, I pulled out the crown to the second position and the seconds hand stopped ticking because it is a hacking movement. Nothing to complain with this movement. Mine is running very accurately. It's within 5 to 6 seconds per day. So fantastic movement, fantastic choice for this watch. The watch comes with 2 different straps. Right now I have mine on the Tropic rubber strap. I think that's the way to wear this watch. It also comes with this crazy horse leather strap. I didn't really like this leather strap all that much, if I'm being honest, and I think the watch doesn't look as good on this leather strap as it looks on the rubber strap. In fact, I'm not even going to change it to the leather strap in this review. If you wanted to see what it looks like on the leather strap, that's how it came in the box. So if you watch the unboxing video, you can see what the watch looks like on the leather strap. I'll link that video in the description below, of course, but I think really how this watch should be worn is on this rubber strap, and it's fantastic. It's soft, it's durable, and it looks really nice. Now this watch here is not perfect, so I am going to point out some of the negatives, even though I really do love it. So number one, and I already pointed that out, that the crown is undersized. Number two, I guess the price. So it is $360 US, and it doesn't even come on a stainless steel bracelet. It just comes on a leather strap or a rubber strap. That's a bit of a negative, and to many people that's going to be the main reason why they're not going to pick up this watch, because let's be honest, at the $350, $360 price category, Phoibos is competing with a lot of other watch companies, a lot of other divers out there that may have better name recognition, may offer similar or the same specs. The other I guess negative or a suggestion that I would have for Phoibos is to include some quick release pins. It's a shame that the watch for $360 doesn't have quick release pins in the rubber strap and in the leather strap. I think that feature would be very welcomed, especially since the watch comes with both options. It would be very easy to interchange the straps if it came with the quick release pins. And finally, here's what the watch looks like on my 7¼ inch wrist. It fits really well, it looks great, it's comfortable. I can't complain about the fit of this watch at all. Alright guys, so that was the full review of Phoibos Eagle Ray. Sometimes you get a watch, you put it on your wrist, and it just clicks. That's exactly what happened between this watch and me. I really do like it. I think the biggest negative of this watch by far is that price of $360 US. Now I'm gonna put it this way. When you have the watch on your wrist, when you feel the watch in person, it doesn't feel like anything was cut. It doesn't feel like any specs were cut. It still has the high beat movement. It still has really nice finishes, the sapphire crystal and the rest of it. So it does feel like a $360 watch, don't get me wrong. However, I think Phoibos has spoiled us with their cheaper models that offer the same specs for $60 less, sometimes $100 less if you can get it on sale. So this one here, you have to think about whether you want to invest the $360 or maybe go for one of their cheaper models. Which brings me to my second point. I think Phoibos is very smart by releasing this more expensive model, and a lot of people will go ahead and purchase this more expensive model, but what it also does, it makes their lower priced, maybe models with less specs, more attractive. And that's exactly what companies love to do. They love to put their super cheap alternative, they love to put their super luxury alternative, in this case Phoibos Eagle Ray, and there's kind of a mid-tier, like this watch on my wrist. That's the wristwatch check here. So that's the Phoibos PY017C, the Rolex Submariner homage watch. And this watch all of a sudden becomes a lot more attractive because it's $60 less than the Eagle Ray, but it offers a lot of specs. So Phoibos, well done, good business strategy. I appreciate you watching this video until the end. By the way, in the description of this video, there is a secret link, as always. Basically what a secret link is, it's me going out, finding good deals on watches, interesting watches, watch accessories, the rest of it, and kind of linking them, sharing them with you without having to make a separate video about each one of my finds. Thanks for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.